I woke up in the middle of the night. And I wondered how you're always right. It gets me. I couldn't see what you saw in me. Ooh, na na na. But you showed me how to believe. Still gets me. When I look back, I can see you're hiding, waiting for a moment to step in. And I'll never understand how you saw it coming. Oh, but I will love you for it all.
예.
성수님 작업을 가지고 힘들다.
이거 찍어야지. 이걸 여기다 놓으면 돼.
맞아.
탕수육이랑 끝. 고기 물고기도 먹어. 탕수육 먹을 거야? 살짝 시큼한 거 같아. 사진으로 말해줘.
맛있게 드세요. 맛있게 드세요.
잘 들어야 돼. 많이 줘? 양파?
아,